I don't drive no fancy car. I got a regular job. And I don't keep up with the Joneses, but I stay sharp.
I know I'm sitting here looking a little bit perturbed and disturbed, and it's because I am. Have y'all seen this Suge Knight video? Well, the actual footage, where he ran the dude over? It's disturbing enough to realize that you're looking at somebody actually die. You know what I'm saying? You can't be unsympathetic to that. The realization, you know, I know we get numb to a bunch of stuff. We see so much death and so much bullshit in the world. We get numb to some things. But you can't just deny the fact that when you see somebody actually dying on your screen, it still is a lot. It is. So, you know, my condolences to that guy's family, because I know he left people that actually loved him, and, you know, friends that loved him. And obviously the dude that got killed was Suge Knight's friend, so I know Suge Knight probably loved him too, in one way or the other. So let's jump right into this video. With that being said, so the first thing that we know, okay, we know these things. We know that Suge Knight has been painted as a villain, and he is. Like, a lot of stuff that we have known about Suge Knight, it's all true. It's shit we heard straight from the horse's mouth. We know, A, that he was in the car when Tupac got killed. That's enough. You know, violation right there. We already know that. We know the little Miss Chalet. Y'all know the singer, the R&B singer. You know, she sung in the alto, but she talked in a squeaky voice like this. Miss Chalet. I don't remember that song she sang, and I hope I don't remember it, because I don't want that shit to get stuck in my head, I swear. But we know he punched her in the nose a few times. He beat her vigorously a few times. But when it comes to abuse, you know, you got to be smart enough to say, you know what, no, not me. You hit me one motherfucking time, it's done. And guarantee you, I've been there. And that's exactly what the fuck I did. So that's just life right there. If you ain't smart enough to know somebody hit you one time, he gonna hurt you again and again and again until you, and he might kill you. So even with that, hey, this is a message to all the abused women in the world. Just understand, like my daddy told me, you are a queen and you are wonderful, and nobody, if anybody loves you, they will never tear you down. They will do everything in their power and their strength to build you up. They will never break you down, hurt you, or pull you down. So remember that. But anyway, so we know he beat Miss Chalet in the face. We know he done choked out a bitch in the club. We know a lot of things about him. He's like one of them modern day villains. We know that about Suge Knight. But this is one thing I can say about the video. Now, in the video, when we first heard the story, it sounded like he just went barreling through and ran some people over and back over them on purpose. That's what we heard at the beginning when it first happened a couple of weeks ago. Now, after watching this video, we see something completely different. We see that not only did he not come barreling through like the evil villain we expect him to be, he went through and he stopped. Now, this is the first thing I want to say. The wages of sin are death. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. You live by the bullet, you're going to die by the motherfucking bullet more than likely. If it ain't a stroke or a heart attack, because, you know, dealing that gangster life, that shit is stressful. It will fuck your heart up and shit. I can imagine. I don't know, because I don't deal with people like that, but I can only imagine. But what we do know is this. We know that Suge Knight did not go barreling through, you know, the whole thing, just running people over all random and reckless like they said he did. We know that the dude that he was in a confrontation with, the wages of sin or death, he did not walk away from this situation. He went to Suge Knight's truck. Suge Knight was parked. And this dude, he didn't come walking like, okay, we're going to have a conversation. You know, let's try to work this stuff out. He went stomping to the car like, nigga, it's already on. It's already about something, motherfucker. It's going down right motherfucker now. He went to that situation. He went to Suge Knight. That's what we know happened. We see the truck rumbling. So we know that Suge Knight is a big dude. We know he's rumbling with this other guy. We know these things happen from what we can see on the video. We know that when Suge Knight backed out, you know, we know that when he backed out of the park of the thing, his rearview mirror is the thing that hit the guy that he was in a confrontation with. We also know that the other guy that was his friend was also at his vehicle at the time. Now, if this was Suge Knight's friend, we can deduce that maybe, possibly, he was trying to make peace. Like, y'all don't have to do this. You know, we can make it all work. That's how it goes in my head, at least. I don't fucking know. But we also know that he came to the situation. So then Suge Knight pulls out, bam. He pulls out the driveway. He knocks the other dude down with the rearview mirror. He backs out. According to Suge Knight's version of the story, what happened was when he tried to drive away, and keep in mind we in California, we in the ghetto somewhere. I don't know what part of the ghetto. I'm assuming probably Compton. I watch a lot of TV. I don't know shit about Compton, but I'm assuming that's probably where the fuck we were. I don't know. And I'm not going to research it, so don't knock me on not researching the shit. But I'm just saying that's probably where the fuck we was. In my head, we was in Compton, okay? So then, not only did, so in Suge Knight's version of the story, he drives out, and from things that we can't see in the video, drive drunk no more. Let me put it that way. That's why I know. Because I know there's a few times I've been like, oh, if you get right in front of my car, I've been that drunk before. Like that drunk and fucked up and that angry. And you can't be drunk and angry and driving a vehicle and it don't cross your mind to run somebody over. I've been there. I'm telling you, I've been there to the point where I was like, oh, you know what? Get right in front of my car. I want you to get right in front of here, right in front of my bumper. Not only am I going to run your punk ass over, I'm going to back over you. I'm going to ride around the block about 3 times while you in the street, and I'm going to run over your motherfucking ass again. I felt that way. I've been that way. And that's why I don't drive drunk, angry anymore. That's why. Because I know myself, and I'm like, I can't have no guns when I'm drunk and angry. I can't have no car when I'm drunk and angry. And I can't have nothing that will hurt you. Knives, any type of weapons, anything that's going to fuck you up if I'm drunk and I'm angry. So we know that Suge Knight got enough money to have any kind of drug, liquor, or whatever the fuck he want. So we don't know what he was on that day. And he seems like a naturally angry nigga. A lot of us wake up every day like, thank you, Jesus. I got to see a new day, Lord. I praise you and I thank you for that. I think Suge Knight wake up like, if somebody fuck with me, I'm going to kill their ass. Every fucking day. That's probably how he wake up. He probably wake up angry. So, in the video, I can understand what happened at the beginning. But him coming back and running back through and just running through and running him over again, not only the person, but running over his homeboy and acting like he didn't know he ran over somebody and not seeing him when he ran him over, that's what's suspect and suspicious to me. I will tell you this. This is a good first 48 episode. Because I tell you, that bride with the long fingernails on first 48, that bitch will convict your ass in 45 minutes or less. I done seen them on the first 48. I ain't even playing with y'all. And I know a lot of y'all, if y'all watch the first 48, y'all don't see this episode too. The episode where the dude was in the store, and he was in the store. They got him on video camera. In the store, not shooting nobody. He was just doing his thing, whatever the fuck he was doing. Outside of the store, somebody got killed. Do you know they convicted that nigga for murder? For fucking murder. He didn't have a gun. They got him on video not killing nobody. They still got him for murder. He probably did have something to do with it. Because we all know it was probably some behind the scenes stuff that we didn't know nothing about. I get that. But I will tell you this. Put this nigga on the first 48. Let's see what happened. Let's see what happened. Let's run this shit out and see what the fuck to do. Another thing about that video is the fact that they're saying that the guy that he ran over, that they keep calling Bones, they were saying that a dude took a gun out of his pocket. Okay. We don't know it was a gun. You would have to show me some zoomed in absolute footage showing me that was a gun. To me, to be honest with you, I think he was just robbing that nigga. It's California. In my head, it's Compton. Keep in mind, in my head, it's fucking Compton, California. I think he was just getting robbed because I'm going to tell y'all. I used to live in this place, and I worked in this adjoining city. And in that city, there was this dope dealer. He was obviously a popular, famous dope dealer. And he got shot one night outside the club. And so when I got back to work, people was asking me, so-and-so got killed. I didn't even know him. But from what I understand from the story, is that the night that he got killed outside the club, by the time the ambulance and everybody got there, they had robbed that nigga of everything. They said they took his jewelry, his shoes, his money, his clothes. By the time they said the cops got there and shit, he was in his boxing drawers. It's disgusting and ridiculous, and I can't understand natural human beings that would do that to somebody that's dying or dead. But to me, I think that was a wilder. I don't think it was a gun. I don't think it was a walkie-talkie, as people are saying. But I know there's enough ways, because we don't see SVU, Special Victims Unit. We don't see a lot of these shows. We know it's a way to go ahead and manipulate that video and zoom the fuck in and see exactly what it was. And I could almost guarantee you, when it comes down to it, that's going to be a while. That nigga was like, look, he about to be dead. You know, you could try it if you want to be incapacitated in front of some kind of old niggerish, wrongerish ass nigga if you want to be incapacitated and they know you got some money on you. That's the first thing happening. You getting robbed. That's what I think happened to him. I don't think it was no gun. I don't think it was no walkie-talkie. All this kind of old extra shit. I'm just going by what I see and what I know. Because keep in mind, y'all, I read between lines. Motherfuckers don't even know what they wrote. And when I diagnosed this video that I saw, that's what I see. I just think he was getting robbed. I don't think there was anything else but that. But whatever he took out of the dude's pocket and put it in his back pocket. But we'll see. I could be wrong. I rarely am, but I could be wrong. So, that's what I got to say with that. You know, the wages of sin of death. You know what? You got to be smart enough to walk away from ignorance. And we don't seen enough Boondocks episode about nigga moments. So now you got to keep yourself away from nigga moments. A lot of people that we know, that you know, not me personally, have died doing the same shit. Just going to fucking random bullshit. A lot of people that you guys know and that somebody knows. You know, that's how they died. They died with a gun in their lap, smoking some shit, going to fuck up some other shit. Just going to do some random niggertry and fucketry and do some bullshit type of things in their life. You can't live your life that way. You gotta live your life to be positive and progressive and stay away from all bullshit at all costs. Because you know what? If you go to bad things, it don't have to find you. Bad things don't have to find you if you walk right to them. This nigga didn't just walk up to that truck. He stomped up to that truck like, okay, nigga, it is motherfucking on right now. You know what I'm saying? So, if you stump up to a bad situation like that, bad things are going to happen to you. Now, of course, I'm sure he was not expecting to be laid flat on the ground, 2 seconds later. I'm sure he wasn't expecting for his friend to get killed. I'm sure Suge Knight, no matter what kind of fucked up issues he had in his head when he woke up that morning, I'm sure he wasn't expecting to kill nobody that day. Then again, maybe, who knows? Yeah, I can't say that. I can't say that, but Suge Knight probably woke up that morning like, I might have to kill a motherfucker today. He might wake up like that every day, like I said earlier. But whatever with that. All I do know is that if you stay away from bad things are really less likely to happen to you. And I'm going to have to put in, with this, I'm going to have to put in Mike Brown. I'm going to have to put in Trayvon Martin. And, nobody deserves to die, especially somebody that young. If we are lucky enough, we get the chance and the opportunity to learn from our mistakes. If we're not lucky, and when it's your time to go, it's your time to go, and you don't get a chance to learn. So I think that's what happened to these young boys. So my main point with that is this. A, the wages of sin of death. Live by the bullet, die by the bullet. And see, if these mothers, you mothers out there, raise your sons. Quit trying to be so busy putting happies of your whole body on fucking Facebook and getting your ass implants so you can attract the next nigga that's gonna give you your next STD or your next baby or your next, fucked up situation. Just try your best to be the type of mother that raises your kids to respect authority, okay? And they will be way less likely to leave your house and get shot before they come home. Because the Mike Brown situation, I don't care. I don't care what nobody says about that. You got to teach your kids to respect authority. And if they don't respect authority in your house, if they don't respect the people around them in their house, and you don't raise them to do that, if you want them ignorant bras that's always like this and always trying to fight them and cuss them out, they don't know no better. They don't know how to act when they get in the streets, and they are way more likely to get shot just going to the store and getting shot on the way home than anybody else, because they don't know no better. Because just teach them, how to be good people in life. And even your daughters, teach them not to be like you, bitch. If that's what you are, you learn better, you do better, and you show her by example. Just don't be that ignorant bitch, and quit raising these ignorant boys. Because I'm telling you, I go to the mall, I walk down the street, and I'm telling you, I don't see no boys like it was when I was growing up, where you can tell the boys who was boys and the gay boys who was gay boys. Now all of them got bangs, they flipping bangs, they wearing skinny jeans, they doing all this extra regular, irregular. It ain't my fault, it's y'all's fucking fault. Because my son, thank God I can say already, ain't never been in jail, ain't never had no kids yet, you know, constructive, awesome individual in life. And it's just because I didn't have a bunch of men over him. How do I be getting off on random tangents? See, that's why I don't never post my videos, because I always be getting off on random shit. I had to get back to the point. I had to clip shit out. And this is what happened. What I was trying to say was this. Let me bring it back home. God damn it, let me get it back together. This is what I was trying to say. What I was trying to say is this. Teach your sons to be good kids. And you are less likely to raise the kind of kids that will be in these kind of situations. You'll be way less likely to be in the Trayvon Martin, the Mike Brown type situation. Because, and then the other little dude that was between them, that everybody, the police was saying he had a gun, and he was found with a gun, which we know, police plant shit, that could have happened. But we also know more than likely he probably did have a gun. He was out before, later than it should have been out. We see all this different stuff that's happening with these young black boys. And then everybody want to riot. Everybody want to have an issue. Everybody want to do this and do this in the fucking streets. When if you would have that much energy and put that much goddamn energy and intelligence into raising your boys, having youth centers, having meetings, taking these fucking boys to church, you wouldn't have these kind of situations. But no, y'all want to wait until after the fact. After the fucking fact, and then raise up fucking havoc, tear up your own communities. Not only your own communities, but the businesses of people that have worked hard and strived hard to do better for themselves. Y'all want to tear up their stuff. And then y'all fuck ass stupid motherfuckers can't even go to the store the next goddamn day. Why? Because you done tore up the whole shit. If you mad at the white man and the police officers, why don't you go to their house and fuck some shit up? Why you want to break in a goddamn weed store, you dumb ignorant bitches? Why the fuck? Why you want to break in a liquor store? Why you want to break in the cell phone store? Why? Because you want an iPhone, bitch. You don't give a fuck about what happened. You just want to go ahead and involve yourself and mask yourself in mass pandemonium and get some free shit. That's what the fuck you want. And that's why they perceive black people the way they do. Because we act ignorant. We don't think with our minds. And I'm going to tell you something. I hate the fact that a lot of people were likening this to the whole Martin Luther King thing. Like, oh, okay, we got to make a stand. Bitch, no. He made peaceful protests. Let's get that absolutely clear and absolutely straight. What Martin Luther King did was take money out the white man's pocket so that black people could sit on the bus. What you guys are doing is every time something happens that you don't like, you make a riot. Not only are you making a riot, you're making idiots out of you. You're making us all look bad. And not only that, you making it a way, you're not paving the way for nobody to sit on the bus or have everything to be equal and equality and shit like that. That's not what you fighting for. Your fuck ass is fighting to get your black ass put in fucking jail. And I hope a lot of y'all right now, I hope don't nobody bail your baby daddy out, your punk ass out, or none of y'all out if y'all was involved in them stupid ass fucking riots and y'all are stupid motherfuckers that did it. That's all I can say. I'm disgusted. I'm upset that y'all don't think and reason. I was always saying, look, instead of making riots, the people that are hurting us, why don't we hit them where it hurts? All black people had to do was say, you know what, for a whole week, all we're going to do is we're going to go to black-owned stores and black-owned businesses. We're not going to Walmart. We're not going to any of these other businesses. We're going to the black businesses that we know. We're not going to buy no gas. We all going to chip in together. We're going to put our whole gas in for a whole week. And we're going to ride each other wherever we got to go. We're not going to use the bus system. You know, if white America and the people with the money, that's the half or 1%, could see how much of an impact we make to society, then they would listen to us. And they would treat us different and treat us better. But as long as we act like animals, guess what? You stupid motherfuckers, they're going to treat us like animals. Get smarter. Get better. Listen to this video. I don't give a fuck if only 50 people watch this goddamn video. Get better. I'm sick of y'all. And I tell y'all, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with us as a culture, with us as a race. But all I know is y'all, as a collective group, we have got to do better. You got these dumb bras getting ass injections in themselves, you know, to make them and killing themselves. I can't even get on that. What the fuck am I doing right now? Hold on, let me get back to the point. The point is, Suge Knight did not willfully go to kill them people. The dude that he hit the first time willfully went into that situation. It wasn't like he was running from Suge White and Suge Knight ran him down, or that Suge Knight just barreled through the parking lot and killed him. That's not what happened. So we can possibly, even though Suge Knight is kind of a villain, we can possibly believe his side of the story. We don't know. Do your best and everything you can to stay away from trouble. Because guess what? If you don't run into trouble, it has a hard time to find you. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? It's right there where you at. Like, come on. All right, I'm trouble. You want it? Let's do it. Just like the dude did when he stomped up to Suge Knight's car. That's it with that. Y'all, let's do better. Let's please do better. Please. Please, motherfucker, for me. Let's goddamn do better. Because y'all are making me fucking angry with this bullshit. And I don't want my kids, who I've raised right, to be one of those good kids that end up getting caught up in this bullshit and madness and fuckery and ignorance. I can't have it. I don't want it, and you never know. If you're a good mother, you never know when it's going to happen to you. If you're a bad mother, you got bad fucking kids, you pretty much live every day expecting to hear that call, like, you know what, this has happened to your kid, he in jail, he dead, this happened to happen. You pretty much expect that. But if you're a good mother, you know, good mothers hate to be caught up in that whole cycle with fucking bad kids and people that don't know no better and people that didn't get taught at home, and you lose something you really effectively fucking love, something that was good to this world and good to you, and you lose it because mothers like these asshole mothers. Mothers do better. I don't care if you're young, I don't care if you whatever. You learn from your first mistake, because I'm going to tell you this. I had my kids when I was very young. I had my first one when I was 16. I had my second one when I was 19. Everybody thought I would be pregnant my whole fucking life. They was like, oh, that's all she gonna do is have babies. That's what they wanted to say. But I learned from my mistakes. I was like, you know what? This is all I can handle right here. I love them. I'm happy with them. They're beautiful. They're healthy. I am done. And my whole life, I've never had any more kids. Why? Because I knew better. I learned better. I learned to pick my dues better, do better things in my life. I just did. And you have to, too. You have to learn your babies ain't just a motherfucking check. They ain't just a way to get your weave done. They ain't just a way for the first of the month for you to get your clothes and shit and get you a whole bunch of groceries to feed your next nigga. The next nigga gonna fuck you, fool you, and forget you. That's not what the kids are for. They're for you to love and understand, this is my child. I have to raise it. Even if my mama didn't raise me, I have to do better. Even if the grandma still want to be drunk and be in a fucking club, that's her and her shit. I gotta do what I gotta do for myself and my family, which includes my kids. Do better, bitches. Please do goddamn better. I can't take it with y'all bitches. I can't fucking take it. I can't. Woo! So with all that being said, now let's talk about Ray J. And, ooh, did y'all see the Ray J interview? Let's talk about that. Y'all want to talk about the Ray J interview? This has been a long one, but honey, this Ray J interview, whenever the interview was made, that was at the point where Ray J was at his highlight. And y'all remember, Ray J went to a point where he was getting drunk all the time or high on some good shit. And he was always talking fucked up and reckless around his mouth. He was always doing that. At one point, I can't remember like what point. It was like 3, 4, 5 years ago. Okay. So, in this interview, Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon, it just don't make no sense. Why the fuck you got a diva and a dunce? A diva and a don't? You know, all I can say, well, one thing I'm going to say before I even finish this whole thought, honey. You know, I'm random. But I fuck with that Ray J One Wish. That's the only thing he ever did. He had Usher. Usher had his before he dropped off to be a nobody fuck ass nigga that we don't care about. But that One Wish was my joint. That's the one hit that nigga had. That was his one wish. Like, look, I just want to be famous. I just want to be famous like my sister. That was his one wish. And that song, that is still one of my joints now. That and that Omarion, still two of my favorite. You know, little 2000, early 2000 hits. That's still two of them right there. So, with that being said, Ray J, I'm going to tell y'all one thing. Y'all can look at all my old videos, and y'all will know I'm always talking about the weird stuff that happens in Hollywood. That's one of them things. So why come, for all my conspiracy theorists out there, how come, Whitney Houston almost got drowned in the swimming pool? She came in all wet. Why did she pass Brandy the note? And why has Brandy never? She hadn't even hinted to what the note said. She didn't open it up and show us, like, this is what the note said. Because that bitch knew it was some kind of incriminating shit, because Whitney already knew what was going to happen. And then B, so we got Ray J talking about he didn't give a fuck about her anyway. He was just using her for a better purpose in this interview. And then who was the one in the room with her when she died? Ray J. I don't care enough to actually listen to the whole interview myself. I really don't give a fuck enough about it for that, but it was interesting. Did y'all hear it? Did y'all hear him saying he was just using Whitney? Do y'all think he killed Whitney like I do? Or had something to do with it? I'm going to tell you, that Hollywood machine and that Illuminati shit, it ain't no game. I don't care what nobody say. And what makes me upset about regular people is that when you start talking about things like that, then they think they trying to they push it to the side, like, no. Because, like, it drives me crazy still to this day. It trips me out that people will not believe that. I don't even know these two motherfuckers, but Young Quan and Young Thug and Lil Wayne and Birdman is all fucking gay together. The Young Thug dude get up and talk about all his hubbies and his loves and his lovers, and then he called Birdman his lover. And when I seen Birdman kiss Lil Wayne in the mouth, and everybody still don't want to think they're gay, even after video even before then of Birdman and Lil Wayne, way back before this, the kiss thing, the kiss picture with them kissing right each other on the mouth. Don't nobody do that shit. Nobody straight don't. I don't give a fuck if that's your real son. Not even your fake son. You don't kiss him in the mouth when you grown. So we done seen all that shit. So even before then, we got the video of him, when they was on the old 106 Park, and them saying, and Lil Wayne saying, no, he don't kiss nobody but me, because he got jealous. We seen that shit. And we know that the Young Thug dude, right? Is that his name? I don't know. Them motherfuckers, I would tell you this. When I see him in dresses and skirts and fingernail polish and all this kind of stuff, still don't nobody want to believe he gay. Why? Because he's a rapper. And why? Because they want to force this agenda on our young boys to make them think this is okay. And it's not. And B, the main thing, my main point of the story with all this gay shit, because y'all know I'm random, and I just say what the fuck I feel. I'm just glad these two ugly motherfuckers or these three other motherfuckers do not have a womb in order to make a baby. Because can you imagine if Young Thug and Lil Quan dude, whatever his name, Young Quan, Lil Quan, whatever the fuck his name is, I really don't care. If him or Birdman or either one of them three had a baby together, or Lil Wayne, can y'all imagine if they had a womb and made a baby together? Oh, that would be the most disgusting, vile, evil, fucked up, satanic piece of baby you had ever seen in your life. So thank God. If they want to be gay, bitches, be motherfucking gay. But don't be trying to lead young men into your pal. Don't be trying to act like you straight just because you're a fucking rapper. And y'all little boys and little girls that are looking at this stuff, little girls don't think this is what men are supposed to be. Men are supposed to take care of you, honor you, respect you, and protect you. And they don't wear skinny jeans, honey. They don't wear skinny jeans. They don't arch their eyebrows to look like ours. They don't do anything feminine. They do man shit. And they hang with grown-ass men. And they do grown shit. Okay? And you know what? I'm done. I just have to be done with this, because if not, I can keep rambling on about this shit for fucking ever, because it just disgusts me. So anyway, with all that being said, y'all know how I do it. What do y'all think about the video about Suge Knight running the dude over? I would like anybody to just, on me, enjoy my opinion, enjoy my personality, and sometimes look over the words for people that don't curse a lot. I'm working on it. God ain't through with me yet, Pray for me. Everybody just pray for you. Pray for your girl. That's it. Don't turn off my videos just because I curse a lot. Because I can't wait for everybody to get to know me, and get to love me, and fuck with my videos.